Okay. So I had a little issue there. We're good now. My VMAX battery died. So it's a little late, but here we are nevertheless. Let's wait a couple more minutes and we'll get started. Just wait and see, get the word out that we're starting here. And see if we can. Not sure why this scene's not working, but all right, hold up. All right, so messing with some portraits. It's just some test stuff that Nora and I took. This is Nora. Oh yeah, she's a model. Going to be an astronaut someday probably. She's super smart. We're going to go ahead and edit some of these photos. Like I said, these were quick shots that we took the other night. Got some issues with the background here because we were just in a rush. And I'll toss this into Photoshop and let's get to work. Let's scoot up here a little bit. Every time I game, like I'm so used to my gaming setup that I grab my Tartarus and I'm just like, well, can't use that. So give it a few more minutes here. Photoshop on the iPad if you want to use it. Super dope probably. I don't. It's kind of a small surface for me. Let's go ahead and check the light. And we can add a little bit. It's not too bad. Looks a little over for me, but so first things first. Looks like I got a spot here, some stuff here. We'll go ahead and clean out the backdrop. So let's delete that, add another layer, go with the spot brush on this one. Always edit non-destructively, right? So clear all that out. I don't know why that won't go away. There we go. Finally went away. Cool. Down here we got a little bit of a problem. We didn't light the backdrop properly. Like I said, these are just test shots. Kind of a vibe shoot to get to know each other a little bit better as far as like model photographer and such. But we can clean this up. Can actually do a few things. We can make this a little bit bigger. And right like that. So alright, making it a little bit lighter. Obviously when you edit stuff like this or you shoot stuff like this, you really only care about what's around the model, right? Because you can always fix this in post-processing. Just making this a little bit lighter gray, take away those lines. You can also use the clone stamp tool, but beware that it's going to make it super light like that. So we just want to lighten it up a little bit. Nothing crazy. Make sure my multi-street chat's on in case somebody wants to ask a question or talk about something. That's why I'm here. So we're breaking this apart. So if you really wanted to do this, we could spend a lot of time. I'm just taking away some of the super dark spots. Oop, got on her arm there. Definitely don't want that. A little bit better than that. So we can come back down here and just kind of chip away. And that's a bit better. Alright, she got some hair on her pants. Go ahead and take some of that off. Nothing too noticeable though. Okay, go up here. Now we're just going to take care of little bumps, little blemishes. The trick is we're going to frequency separate. So we're going to get the discoloration and such later. So we just want to really focus on the really noticeable blemishes here. Shibuya. Okay. Just about done there. We don't want to do too much because we're going to fix a lot of this when we, like I said, when we frequency separate. Take a look. That's looking better. Some blemish right here we can remove. These dark areas, again, I'm not worried about because we'll take care of those later. Like I said, we're just really focused on stuff we can really see from like here. Got some dark areas here. Again, we'll fix those. You can kind of go crazy with this and do as much or little as you want. Some like the natural look. I'm kind of in the middle depending on the shot. Obviously, these are just test shots. We weren't really going for anything super crazy. So I'm not going to waste too much time. Now we're going to go up here and we're going to apply the frequency separation tool. I built this, but yeah, I'm sure you could get some on the internet. I'll probably put this on my website eventually, so we can, if you'd like to have it, let me know. Could probably hook you up. Basically, we're going to add a radius blur or a Gaussian blur with a radius of whatever we can see the skin texture in the collar here. You kind of actually want to go until you don't see any skin texture. So we're right here. Now what we're going to do is we're going to sneak layers in between. Because as you can see, like the frequency, the high frequency is just the color, then the texture is the low. When you add the color of the high with the texture of the low, creates a photo. But we're going to go in between it and do some surgery. And how we're going to do that? A couple different ways. My favorite is the brush tool. So watch, I'll show you. Kind of go in here. Find a patch of skin that you like right here. And then we're just going to take away that dark. We're going to kind of work our way out. Once you get like a little circle, it'll give you a little bit more freedom to move. And that's what we're aiming for here. So it's a little bit different change to get used to working like this, because obviously it's going to be a little bit blurry, but trust me, I'll show you in like 2 seconds. You're going to know why. Because with that high frequency layer turned off, we can actually just go in here and ignore everything but like discoloration. So like if you look, this is what we've done just right there. I'll show you. This is with it off. This is with it on. See? You You can already start to see a difference. It's smooth, it's natural. I'm not painting over. I'm not doing that super crazy smooth over stuff that a lot of people do. It's just simple and it looks good. So we're going to turn this layer back off, keep working. Like right here's a little bit too light. So we're going to take a sample of where we were just working. Kind of keep working our way up here. Now for the light, you know, where it's a little overdone, a little hot, it'll look darker. And it's going to look kind of weird at first, but trust me, what we're doing is just blending. It's kind of like what, you know, life, we're just balancing. So it's super dark up here, as you can see, it's getting lighter. Super light up here, it's getting darker, and we're all going to meet in the middle. See the lines under her eyes? Not going to get rid of them, I'm just going to make them a little less noticeable. I don't know why the zoom tool's freaking out. But right here, that's what we've done just now. You're always wondering how they get that smooth skin. This is it. I mean, there's other ways to skin the cat, of course, but this one's the most non-destructive and natural looking, in my opinion. We can even take that line out from underneath her eye if you want. Just be very careful how you do it. See if you come out here. You come back. I don't know why the zoom tool's getting kind of sluggish, but look, we just took all that out. We're already cooking with gas. I don't know why my phone's freaking out. We'll go ahead and eliminate this little dark area here. I always eliminate it if there's no natural shadow, like if it wasn't on purpose, which this wasn't. But you can see it down here on her chin, it's starting to get darker, and you're like, oh man, this ain't gonna look good. Now right here won't. Like if it looks darker than the skin around it or lighter than the skin around it, that's what we're trying to stop. See now, her chin. See? And these were taken like this on purpose, just to kind of edit our way out of it, so to speak. And Nora was very gracious enough to let me light it however I wanted it. Which props to her on that, because not everybody would have been that cool. I even thought I had my lighting set and I forgot a softbox and it was a whole ordeal. Gotta clean that up a little bit better, but let me check this real quick. Anything on fire? Nothing's on fire. Okay, cool. Back to what we were doing. So, in case you're wondering if you just joined or you joined late, or this is called frequency separation. So you're just getting rid of all that dark skin right there. And we're doing this non-destructively. Remember, that's the key. If it doesn't turn out well, we could get rid of it. Back up. Before, after. Could probably even go a little bit lighter right here. Probably fill this in a little bit more. Is that? We don't want to clear that dark spot out because that's kind of her. It's her hair causing that. Let's see if we can go in here and lighten this up a little bit. Well, what's going on, everybody? See a couple people's join. Say what's up, what's up? Got any questions or want to talk about whatever, just hit me up in the chat. We're just doing a little frequency separation on this Tuesday. Now we can even get fancy if you really wanted to, and you can come up here. We could take this away. Obviously, we don't want to blend too much. I don't think it looks too bad. A little bit dark right here. So when you look at the whole picture, that's what we went from. Not bad. A couple minutes worth of work. Kind of blend in the bottom here. Okay. Wish I would have shot this a little bit more moodier. But so we went from that to that, not too bad. Can we might be able to sneak another layer in here. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. Nope. We should probably use the patch tool in the beginning, but that's okay. There's my catch light. We could dodge and burn this probably, if you really wanted to. Why not? Let's dodge and burn it real quick, just that part. All dark there. Let's go ahead and collapse that. Got some veins in the eyes we can fix, but back here it's not too bad. We made some big improvements here, though, to be honest. Do need to fix right here, though. That's bugging me. Bugging me. Lighten this cheek up real quick. Get a little nice space. Okay. Actually, looks like the better colors here. Filling right here. And we'll go up here. That's too much, obviously. Super small. Trying to take these veins out without smushing them. There. That's better. Went from that to that. Not too bad. That should actually be up above there. Could probably come in here and clean this up a little bit. If I can select the right layer. Just make sure you stay on these layers, because if you go below this layer and try to use it, you're in trouble. See if we can get that taken away. All right. Slowly going away, huh? Remember, we just want to make subtle changes. Let's see what we got now. Shibuya. I might go back into this layer. Just get rid of that. There. Smooth that out pretty well. So if you want to fix this, dodge and burn it. Brush tool. I'd set your flow pretty low, maybe on 2 or 3%, because we don't want to overdo it. And we're already on white. Let's lighten this up a little bit. That's a little bit better. Let's go ahead and black and white. It's easier to do this in black and white because you can actually see what you're doing. Whereas, you know, straight color may be more of an issue. So let's see what it looks like going back. Turn the black and white layer off. Still gotta get a little bit more, but it's looking better. Looking better. Right here around the eyes we gotta get. You just gotta remember to keep your flow low. Because if you don't, it's gonna overpower. It's gonna be too white and it's gonna look really strange. Unless for some reason that's the effect you're going for. If that's what you're going for, if you like it, I love it. There we go. It looks a lot better. So then from, shit. So then from that to this. Oh, let's stop turning on. I probably have it made. I want to do this twice. Let's do, so we're going to say dodge and burn under eyes. And then we're going to do one more of these dodge and burns. And we're going to do that for the lips. We're going to call this lips. And what we're going to do is we're going to kind of paint in these little divots in the lips, whatever you want to call them. For this, we could be a little bit more forgiving. Shift 10 up here will change your flow to 10%. We could just paint in some light. Wherever you think it needs it. I usually just do these dark, really dark divots. Kind of fill them in. Don't need a lot, because you don't want to take away the character of her lips. You don't want to like brush this or, you know, do something kind of strange where you're, you know, you don't want to do this. You don't want to go in here and, you know, I don't know, here. This is what I don't like. People do this, like take it away. Like I don't like it. So you can go in here. Some people just whoop, and like I don't mess with it. It's not natural. But you see right here, back out a little bit. Now look before and after. Before, after. You might grab these couple of spots right up at the top here. Right here and right here. Up. Might help if we hit the brush. See how it's going away? It's kind of blended in a little bit now, you see? It's going to look pretty much balanced. Okay. Turn the black and white off. Pow. Look at that. Looks pretty good. I'll go ahead and save this. Ignore. Always make an OGs folder and all. Well, that says goes, but usually that says OG, so let's rename it. If I can type. And I always just make a folder and I put my PSD's in there. PSD's like the file for Photoshop. So now I know I got it. That line on her nose. I don't know. I don't know if I want to color it in. But we can. How do we do it? Right here, baby. Make sure you're on the right J, the right brush here. You can actually do Shift J, and that'll keep you in the same category. You don't got to flip around. All right. I was on the wrong one. You got to make sure you're in the right part of your project. About got rid of it. We want to keep this shadow up here, just not. Let's see what it looks like now. That's better. See, it's still there, just a little less noticeable. I don't really want to mess with her eyes because they already kind of look nice. Let's go ahead and slap a logo on it and see what she thinks. If it'll let me. Hard drive's got to catch up. Gotta hate when that happens. Here we go. I think a black logo. Let's go with black. Probably should have. Oh. Oop. Where did that go? Oh, let's put one in there. This royalty-free music's just lit. Actually, you know what? Let's put this in portrait form. I have presets already made, but we could teach you how to do it if you're interested. So here's a regular portrait. This is what you would put in a magazine, not that. You put this. And I already like that. Now it's cropped. I have to put a new logo on it, but I don't care. Shbang. Put it in a corner. Make it kind of big enough to where they know who made it, but it ain't affecting Nora. She looks nice. And again, let's go ahead and save it. We're going to revert and go back to see what we did. Put this down. So we went from, where the hell is it? I can't revert it? Interesting. Oh, here we go. No? Interesting. Anyway, let's go ahead and export it and move on to the next one. So I always do like this, and then I do a done folder, and that's where we're gonna put that one. Take a look at this one. No, where's the one I wanted to do? Yeah, we might do this one. I kind of like this. Get a little. Let's go ahead and load this into Photoshop as we're exporting the other one. Oh man, this music gets you in the editing mood, huh? Something's blowing up on my phone. Not sure what's going on. Alright. And as you can see, since I already loaded this up, I already kind of have my 2550 by 3300 clip it in there, just let it go. That's what a magazine would be interested in anyways. Not that these are going there, but you know, do a little adjustment, see where we at. That's too bright. Bring it down. Right about there. Okay. Kind of same drill, right? Got to clean up small blemishes. Start working our way around. And we ain't got to worry about this because remember, I'm going to fix that when we frequency separate. Now we're getting a little too big there. See the circles kind of mess around the skin. You really only want to keep your spot healing brush circle as big as what you're getting rid of. And I was way too big there, and you saw that because it took the sample around the skin. Sometimes you might get lucky, and it might be perfect. Other times you won't. But if you keep it as small as the size of the item you're trying to remove, you have a good chance that it's not going to oversample and do something stupid. Let's go up here. Like I said, we're not worried about skin tone right now. We're just taking blemishes. All that we're good on. Take away that. Couple hairs here. Right here. We'll even all this out here shortly. What's going on, everybody? See a couple people join. What's happening? Just adding in some photos, doing some frequency separation here. Listening to some super dope royalty-free music brought to you by Spotify. Hopefully it's not muted. Let me know if it is, because we'll have to find something else to listen to. I can't edit in silence. It's just not my thing. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's take a look. Not bad. Let's take it right here. Let's get this one more time. Just kind of backing up and saying, hey, what do I have to take away from this photo? The rest of this stuff I don't care about. Dark circle in her eye, don't care about. I'll fix all of this. Blemishes are pretty good though. So now, let's start the magic. Gonna put on a tool. We want to drag this radius back until we cannot see the texture of the skin, but we can see all the color. It's right about there. Like I said, as we talked about, the two layers of a photo is high frequency and low frequency, and since we got a couple new people, we'll talk about them. You turn the high off, you don't see a lot of the texture, but you see all the colors and the tones. You turn that off, you turn the low frequency, all the texture. It's super flat. That's all you see. It's almost like a cartoon or something. But when you put the two layers together, boom, right? Got a nice photo. We're going to sneak a layer in between the two. We're actually going to, you could do this two different ways, actually three different ways. And I'll talk about a couple. So the first one, you have to create a copy of the layer. I just realized my camera's here. Let's do something. Can I move this? Hold on, guys. I see something. Let's do that. I slid my camera over. I didn't realize you guys couldn't see the bars on the side there. So anyway, as you can see, there's all kinds of layers now. Here's the low frequency that we talked about, right? Right here. There's the high frequency with all the textures. There's the low with all the tones. If you want to do a patch tool, which I'm about to show you, you have to add an extra low frequency layer because it won't work. How that works though is you get your patch tool right here, and you can actually, here's the magic, circle an area, drag it to another skin tone that looks better. And you can see it as you do that, it gets lighter. This is really good for underneath the eyes. Go back. And we'll go back. You can see what we just did. Instantly, you see, took away those, a little bit of that dark circle. I prefer to do it this way, so I'll put that back. I prefer to go in with a brush and just match another skin tone. I just like this way better, it's cleaner. So let's say this is our skin tone, alt click like you know, and just paint it away. As you can see already, it's gone. Well, it's not totally gone. We could probably, like we did in the last photo, we could dodge and burn it. And it'll go away. But for now, we're just taking it away slowly but surely. We'll also get the... Actually, I might do that for that part. Kind of blend in the skin on the other side. There's some dark here. Dark underneath. We'll kind of just blend this all together. Get rid of these dark circles. And all the dark skin tones just around her in general. We're going to clean all that out. See how they look like already. So just in that little bit of time, this is what we got. So we really made a dent already. Like I said, we'll probably dodge that area. Okay. Slowly but surely we're getting rid of it. See what they look like. Oh yeah, look at that. Cooking with gas. All right, here's a nice patch of skin, so we can actually start here. Actually, let's go above. Go ahead and get rid of this. Again, kind of want to see this tone here. Kind of really tedious there for a second, but as you can see, we're already making some work. We're making headway. What's going on? See somebody join. How you doing? Just doing some frequency separation. It's kind of hard to talk during the whole thing because it's kind of tedious and takes a little bit of time. But what else am I doing on a Tuesday night? I'm editing something. Take a look. That already looks a lot better. Let's put this up here. Might allow me to do a little bit better of a job. Got a little bit of dark here. Kind of blend this in here, but then we want to get rid of this shadow right here. Make sure you taper it off evenly. See what we got. Still got a dark area right here. We need to fix. What is going on my phone right now? Sorry, somebody's hit me up. We're getting there. It's starting to look nice up here. All right. We'll dodge the rest of that, but kind of just want to fix this right here. Darken that up just right there. Very soft. See what we got there. That's looking a lot better. So it's the same thing that we did earlier. We're gonna probably burn this area right here. So let's go ahead and fold this up right here. Take a look back real quick. See if there's anything else. Probably could do like right here maybe. Problem when the skin has too much shadow, it's a little hard to bring back, so hit this layer. Hopefully this looks okay on this side. A little less crazy. That ain't bad. See if we can sneak over here and take away this. What's going on, everybody? Just want to get rid of all that. Remember, guys, subtle, subtle. Unlike this royalty-free music. Too much fun, I know. There. A little better. So, what we'll do, come in and dodge the rest of it, but I'm liking it. Let me know what you guys think, if it sucks, if it's good. I like it a lot better. I think it's natural. The key process about frequency separation is it stays natural. Right? She looks just as natural as she did. It's not crazy over processed stuff, which I'm not a fan of. So let's go ahead and dodge and burn. I like to use this curves tool. It really helps me out a lot. Reason being is because I already have a black and white layer in here. So I know right here is what needs to be lighter, right? I already see that. So obviously we're going to go to our brush and make sure your flow's at 10% like we talked about. We don't have to sample anything. We just got to get in here and do our job. You can see it's already coming off. Feel like one of those like salesmen you see at Sam's Club. Look at this product. You had hardwood floors with a stain. This takes it right out. So I kind of feel like when I do this. Hopefully the 10% is still subtle enough, which it usually is. That's what I usually stick with. But if it's overbearing, we'll delete the layer and we'll come back. Let's actually just take a look. Oh yeah, I just need to even it out a little bit. It's not too bad. We can always turn the opacity down if it gets too nuts. Let me know if you guys have a different way of skinning a cat, so to speak. I love cats, so don't think I'm hating on cats. I have two. So it's starting to even out. Right here, these little blotches. Let me know what you guys think. The whole comment section's just waiting on you. Alright, so now let's go back. Gotta blend it a little bit more here, but let's see what we got now. So I'm going to turn the opacity down a little bit. See, well, it's still a little bit less noticeable. But it's definitely not that. Go ahead and actually just kind of spice that up a little bit over there. I still gotta fix that. I don't like it. This little bumps right here. No, I'm not taking them away. I'm just going over them. Right here, this little bit here. Can I skip ahead? That's not gonna let me. All right, see what we got now. It's definitely better than that. Mess up the collar there. Kind of put it a little brighter. Little patch of dark skin. Just gonna leave it like that. Actually, I doubt we could do that how I want to, but turn black and white back on. Shoot. There. Can just make that skin look a little bit better right here. That's better. Still that splotchiness, but I don't know. I'm gonna re-dodge him. What we'll do, instead of doing it that way, go back here and see if I can even this out a little bit better. Now we're taking some of that out. Now hopefully, got a little bit else in there. I need like a super, there we go. Doesn't look like we're doing much, but we're doing a lot right now. Wonder how you want to do this. If I had this too dark, it's gonna kind of throw everything off. So we can smooth that out a bit here. God, this music is killing me. I don't know why my keyboard won't let me change it. Let's go ahead and make, now that we're on it, I'm just going to make the skin white. Get rid of this dark circle. Alright, let's take a look now. A little bit better. Now let's try to dodge and burn that. Okay. Brush tool at 10. Maybe we should make this 5. That way it's not too noticeable and it's not going to do what we had problems with earlier. See now. Nope, that's better. As long as we keep it in that vicinity here. See. Kind of just go down this line. Let's take a look. Zoom out. Right. Try to get like that line right there. Because that line right there is what's killing us. But we definitely don't want to change too much about it. I feel like the more we take away from it, the more it's just going to expose everything else. That's what I thought. See, that's what I was worried about. So, I don't know. We could try, just see if I go in there too much. Try a different way of doing it. Let's do a neutral color. Let's go ahead and put that flow down about 2. So basically, with this type of dodging and burning, it's with gray or neutral. So anything lesser than that 50% gray is going to darken, whereas 50% higher or higher will lighten. So you can kind of actually just stay within that gray layer instead of doing two curves adjustment layers. See what that looks like. That's better. Maybe that's the way to go. I mean, we still got some work to do right here, but I don't hate it as much. Come on. We're almost there. It's a big difference though. It's just taking way too much. If I go down any lower though, it's just going to be too much. Like it's not going to make a difference. Like here's 1%. We can always turn off the opacity, right? Or turn it down. Hmm. 1% takes forever, doesn't it? Could have switched to Geico faster. Okay, I got some stuff in this corner. We're going to do 2 dodge and burns too. Probably not as bad as this one though. That's better. We could go in there and clean up a little bit more, but my goal was to just get it to looking okay. Kind of using a process. What just happened? Oh. Like, man, what? Don't play with me. Gotta make that back circle a little. That ain't too bad. And what we'll do is we'll change the opacity down just a little bit right there, so where it looks a little bit more natural. I don't really mind this divot too much. Like on the last one, we had to fill those in. I got a speck on my screen. I thought that's what that was. Take it all back. Lock that in. Let's go ahead and put that up. See what she thinks. Whenever this wants to load. Come on. Nobody wants to text me, and then when I start live streaming, everybody wants to text me. How does that work? And of course, just in case we want to mess with this later, let's not do that because we just did that. There we go. There's the other one we did. You want to jump on something and do one of Jesse's? Do some of Jesse's. I'm going to do this one. Kind of bounce back and forth. So it's Jesse Rose with a rose that we tried to spray paint. Didn't work out so well. Kind of just got everywhere outside, and it only did half of the rose. So how far am I off? Ooh, probably not gonna go that far. Let's stick it right there. Okay, so I got a couple spots here, either on my camera sensor lens. Looks like that's what it was. Looks like I made a mistake. Take those off real quick. Alright. Doesn't look too bad around here. Got a little couple. Oh, that was way too big. Remember what I just said? I just went back on my own word. Put that as big as what you were trying to cut out. But what's happening, everybody? See a couple people join. Adding in pictures of Jesse Rose and Newer. Two very talented models in the Central Ohio, Columbus area. Fun fact, Jesse was actually a contestant for, I think, Miss America for Minnesota, where she came from. In case you wanted to know that. Alright, let's cut this into magazine form. Perfect. Now we're in magazine form. So kind of got enough of the blemishes removed. I'm happy with it. Ooh. Get a little crazy here. Wonder why the zoom's kind of just laggy today. But okay. I don't mind it. Oh, let's not do that. Whatever you're trying to do. Let's come back up here. That was too big. Broke my own rule again. Alright guys, let's go ahead and let's take this actual right there. Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, done. Alright, so now let's frequency separate here. See what we got going on. 16-bit always. You could tell that actually by up here in your picture. It'll say /16 or /8. Depending on what you have. Obviously, I shoot, my images are 16-bit, so yours might be 8. Just something to keep in mind. This tool will actually work for both, and we're going to just take it down to where we don't see any more texture, but we see this shades, these tones. Like I've explained, right? The high frequency is all the texture, right? Not so much the tones, the colors of the picture, just the texture. Low frequency, it's just the text, or just the colors, the tones. I keep mixing that up. Apologies. So we're going to sneak a layer in between there and do some work. I think right here is a nice tone, nice color right here. So what we're going to do is not do that. Come in here. What we're going to do is going to make this, try to keep that right there. Then the skin around it is kind of dark. I'm going to lighten it up some. As you can see, it's going to start, as you look. Ooh, a little crazy. This might be a dope little beat here. About time. Some of these royalty-free beats have been quite interesting. Notice I'm keeping this shadow here because this is her hair, but all the rest of this stuff where it's kind of dark, getting rid of all of it. Don't want it, don't need it. If you guys got any questions or want to talk about anything, hit me up in the chat. As always, I keep looking over there to see if anybody has something to say. Man, you suck, or man, this is awesome, it's changing my life, or If it does change your life, you could send me some money, buy me a beer. That would be dope. So here's what we have. Here's what we had. Oh yeah, so I always do this auto just to show you guys. The Gaussian blur will add some light so you can note it. Well, I'm not going to go that strong, but it will take away some light, so you might want to keep that in mind. Oh, I wonder what was going on there. Almost got a nice layer here. In case you're wondering, this is called the PHP method of frequency separation. There's a couple, and we're gonna have plenty of time to do these, so we'll go through a couple. Maybe not tonight, but we covered 2 key topics already, and this is our first live stream, so that's pretty special, right? Get rid of all this junk. All right, here we're gonna make this darker, of course. Let's see what we got. Look at that. We do need to lighten this up right here. We don't want to mess with this shadow because it's kind of how her mouth is shaped. But that definitely looks a lot better. I missed, look at that, I missed a damn blemish. Let's try to lighten it up so it can't tell. Be our little secret. Go up here on the forehead, we'll kind of do the same thing. Let's make our circle a little smaller, so because what happens is once that target, that crosshair gets in a darker skin, it's just going to copy whatever that was Saul's. So kind of go on top here, maybe work our way down. Oh, I'm getting a dark line from somewhere. You see that right there? Definitely don't want that. Like, I don't know how easy or hard it is to see this on the computer screen from watching it where you guys are watching. Hopefully this makes sense. If it doesn't, hit me up in the chat. Hit me up on Instagram, Facebook. We could talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it here, all good. No worries. I got you covered. Let's go start. Look. Let's see what we got. I'll zoom out. Sorry, starting to look better. See how it's balanced? We'll actually get this hot spot right here. Well, that took out a lot. It's kind of nice there. Yeah, it looks nice. Come on. Almost got it. You can see now, like the dark side. We might actually leave some of that. Since it's a shadow, yeah, we'll leave some of it. It doesn't look as noticeable now. Let's go fix, take that same patch of skin and we're gonna go over the super blown out area. As you can see, it's just getting a little darker. We don't want to do too much. You don't want to overdo it. I might have done it. No, it's not too bad. And we'll lighten the area over here on her nose. This looks silly filling it in like this, and you're probably thinking, man, it's gonna look stupid. I'll just balance this side of red over here. Alright, let's back up. Boom. Already looking a little bit better. Let me know what you guys think while we're doing this. If you don't like this stuff, you like this stuff, you want to learn more about how I do this, definitely down to talk about it. What's that looking like? I'm just gonna add a little bit of darkness here. Just really don't like that hot spot. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, I like it better. Now we can hurt dark circles. Just a couple lines. I don't really get rid of these lines. Like if you noticed, I just kind of edit around it so it doesn't look as noticeable. She's got very nice slips, not a lot of cracks. But if you wanted to, you could get rid of these lines if that's something you're into. Let's see, let's just edge back here. Might fix this little spot right here. Shibuya. Nope, wrong layer. Do I need to put any there? Let's see what that looks like. And still a little hot right here. Oh shit. If you notice you're trying to do this and it doesn't look like it's supposed to, you don't see the light or dark going away, just make sure that you're on the right layer. That will help you out tremendously. See if that helps. That's better. I like it. Look at this, I got her contacts. Isn't that crazy? What else do we want to do to this picture? I guess we can dodge and burn around the eyes. See if we do that real quick. See what we got here. Let's try this tool. Let's actually just try a curve. I got this tool right here. Cool little text box will pop up. can probably turn the flow up in this tool a little bit. Oh, that's way too much. See why we keep that flow pretty low? Try Shift 10. This one might be too much too. That's not too bad. Could also be the brush I'm using. Let's see what we got. That was subtle. Kind of wish I would have just ran it underneath the eye, which I think I'm going to do that. Let's do that. So instead of doing that all, we're going to... So I feel like that's going to just be part of the shadow because they're eyes. That's better. So we went from this to that. Not too bad. Oh, we should have did a... we'll do that another time. Let's go ahead and export this. Looks like I did a test on that one. And save. As you know, we got save the OG, which I might already have. Nope, I don't. Okay. Let's see. Kind of like this one. Kind of look back here. Oh, this one's kind of shadowy, right? Wouldn't have to dodge and burn much here. You guys see one you want me to edit? Let's hit it. Kind of like this one. It's going to take a little work, but we can do it. Let's go with this one. Edit right into Photoshop. Hope you guys are having fun. If you aren't, you can let me know. Say this is the worst experience ever, or the best experience, I don't know. Or hell no experience. So, what's it looking like? And I like mine better. Levels, a little bit dark, but that's the way we planned it, so that's okay. Let's get a new layer out here. I must have really had... Oop. Must have really had a speck of something on my lens. Let's see what we got for... You best believe I'm gonna get this time. I didn't remove these last time, but I'm going to this time. Nothing else. Nothing else is too out of shape here. All right, here, fix this. All right. Let's dodge and burn this bad boy, huh? God, I wish I could change. Can I change this music? This one? Some of these are bangers and some of these are just god awful. That might be where we need to be. Remember, I got to choose that radius to where we can't see the texture of the skin. Because we want to be able to turn off that layer, get to work. What's going on, everybody? If you're just joining us, editing some pictures of Jesse Rose here. Doing some frequency separation here. Basically just balancing out any dark or discolored parts of the skin so it could come up with a more even portrait. We're already going to have a better one right here in like 2 minutes. Because you can just see this going away. Let's just take a look. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. It's starting to come off a little bit. Back up, let's take a look. Oh yeah. I'm liking it, I'm liking it. Let's go ahead and fix up here though. We want to keep this dark line because of the shadow. Let's go ahead and darken this side up just a tad. Lighten this up a little bit. That didn't work out, did it? Let's see what we got now. Do the same thing over here. Darken this up like we did last time. Looking more balanced already. Like I said, if you guys don't like this editing style or you have a different way of doing things, I'd love to know about it. I'd love to start the conversation. Come on. Oh man, it's whatever this is gonna be lit. You can already tell. It's a royalty-free joint here. And how's that? Damn, homie's hard, whoever this is. Alright, see what we got. Not bad, not bad. Ooh, ooh. Let's go ahead and clean this off. See if I got a little darker. I don't mind it. Somebody blowing up my phone. I gotta see what's going on here. Sorry guys. Somebody's hit me up here. Alright, sorry. Let's go back to work. All right. I don't really want to do too much to her eyes. We can take a little bit off. Just right here. There's a whole entire thing we can devote to eyes, so we'll save that for that time. Very subtle. Let's get this in the corner up here. Take a look at it. Still like a little bit of, just want to fill this in right here. There you go. Ain't too bad. What y'all think of that? I don't mind it. Music, I'm telling you. There's something else. I don't know why it was not letting me. Oh, did I do it? That's better. It's like, what the hell is going on here? All right. Should we do another one of Nori? I call her Nori. Her name's Nor. I think my focus is good in that one. That could be better. You do this one. I like it. Do one more Nori. That should be about done. I don't know what these guys are doing. Alright. Let's have some fun. Always like to just go in here and hit auto and see what. Nope. A lot of people shoot hot. I shoot cold or dark, I guess. Oh, let's go ahead and crop this down. Oop. Oh. That must have been a really bad day for my camera. My studio's like mad dusty too. If you've ever shot in it, you would know. Can't keep it clean. That should be enough to start, right? Oh, no, let's get this. Shoot, let's take that flyaway away. Like I said, we're not worried about super hardcore stuff here. We're gonna fix all that like you've been watching the whole time. What's going on here? Oh no, my tool just messes up sometimes. Try to get around here. Arm itches. How's that looking? Yeah, we're going to have to darken that in. It'll be fine. Come on, baby. There we go. Got a little hole dug out for us. Should be able to work around that. If you would stay in that hole. See what we got. Shaboop. Not looking too shabby. That's looking pretty good. Okay. Just have to fix underneath her eyes, but the rest of it looks pretty good. I might go down her nose just a little bit. What that looks like. That's better. Almost. Ain't bad. Fix that. This chair's hard on my ass for a little bit, boys and ladies. Gotta fix his lips. I don't even feel like I'm doing anything when I do this sometimes. What is the meaning behind this? Let's take a look. A little bit better. So that looks. See these dark areas up at the top. Make it better or worse? That's not too bad. I might turn the opacity down just a little bit on it. There. Now it's not as noticeable. Guess we could try to dodge and burn our eyes real fast. Oh, I don't want... Actually... Oh, shit. I wonder what happened there. There we go. Oh, soft brush action maybe would help. Let's see. Yeah, that's not looking too bad. That's not looking too bad at all. Put my logo on it. See what Nora thinks when she sees it. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. Well, we did 6 pictures in 2 hours. I'm a little slow, especially when I'm talking, I guess. But hopefully we'll get this out, show some people what we're doing here, and get some topics and other things that other people would like to know more about. And I think that'd be pretty cool. So let's talk about really what we talked about today, what we learned. We learned about frequency separation, a little bit about dodging and burning, how frequency separation works. Not so much about dodging and burning. We'll go into that in our next segment next week, next Tuesday. You know where we'll be, right here, editing more photos. So, peace.